Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host sellssi, and today we're going to talk about some interesting things here. Kamaldeen Sulemana has emerged on the radar of Newcastle United. We'll look at the details of that story and if there's any truth in them. We're also going to talk about Otto Addo, who has commented on players that are switching nationalities. He refuses to give them that opportunist tag which is being thrown around here and there because of the timing of their return to teams that they hitherto rejected, especially in the case of Iñaki Williams. He says they will add value and he does not see them as opportunistic. More details on what he said exactly. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. I'll start off from the camp of Kamaldeen Sulemana, who has turned out to be a person of interest for Newcastle United. Before then, don't forget to subscribe to our sports channel. More sports will be there aside football, so if you're interested, be sure to subscribe to that one. It's the first comment pinned here. Kamaldeen Sulemana is a person of interest for Newcastle United. Newcastle United had new owners recently and they are looking to improve their squad ahead of the season ahead. Kamaldeen Sulemana, his breakthrough season was interrupted with injuries that did not allow him to play a lot of the other half of the season. The first half of the season was great for him, but the other half not so much. Newcastle United are said to have inquired about Sulemana's availability as they look to strengthen and bolster their squad ahead of the upcoming season. Now, the 20-year-old plays for Stade Rennes, a club he joined from Nordsjælland at the start of last season. The French club is said to have paid 15 million euros to sign the talented attacker. And now sources say Rennes will not release for the quoted 30 million transfer sum. Yeah, they will not release for anything less than that. Sulemana scored 4 goals and added 2 assists in his first 13 domestic games for Rennes, scoring on his debut against Lens. His season was cut short due to a back injury sustained in late February after returning from the African Cup of Nations. While he did return to the bench of Rennes' final game at the last season, he did not play. He was a substitute. The winger had been out for more than 3 months. He does have 4 years remaining on his current contract with Rennes, and given that he was signed for £17 million last summer, he's unlikely to go cheap. However, Sulemana would be a real wild card in terms of improving Newcastle's attack. Of course, he may need to adjust the rigors of the Premier League, but the truth is the 20-year-old is electric. Electric he is, but can he withstand the pressure of the Premier League, which almost always gets the best of even those who are the best elsewhere? Kamaldeen Sulemana would want to prove himself in the Premier League probably, but would you think it is a good time for him to move right now and move to the Premier League or develop better with Rennes? I for one think that maybe it might be too early for him to move to the Premier League. The Premier League can be unforgiving to young stars. It's unforgiving to anyone, no matter your pedigree or caliber of player you have been elsewhere. And in my opinion, maybe it is premature for him to move to the Premier League. Rennes will not let him go on a cheap. Will Newcastle be ready to splash that much for someone like Kamaldeen Sulemana is another question we should ask ourselves. But I for one feel maybe it is too early. A couple more seasons in France will do him a world of good, so he better sit tight and probably develop and play 1 full season for Rennes before considering this move. Reports are also that he could move to Manchester United as well. I just feel it's premature for the youngster to be looking in those directions. He should focus on developing his game, developing himself with his current side, Rennes, and become a regular for them and with the national team. And I'm sure these places that are being touted for him to move to will be more suitable then. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Should Kamaldeen Sulemana move to Newcastle United? What do you think about it? My next story has to do with Coach Otto Addo, who a couple of weeks ago had an interview where he talked about the tag being given to players who have decided to switch nationality to play for Ghana, calling them opportunistic. He has rejected those tags being placed on those players. There have been claims that 5 players born in Europe to Ghanaian parents have taken advantage of the World Cup in Qatar to commit their international futures to the 4-time African champions. However, Coach Otto Addo has been quick to dispel the claims, insisting the players are here for the full haul. And I have to say, we better stop this talk about it and understand that these players will improve us. Whether they are opportunistic, whether they are timing the World Cup, whatever reason it is of little concern to me now. What we need now is the best, and the coach has said these people will improve their team. This is why they really have to think about what to do, he said, especially if you are not born in this environment. It's not always easy, but they know what they stand to get. And first of all, it's a lot of joy and love. And surely for them, it's not about the World Cup, but also about more World Cups to come. It's about the African Cup of Nations. It's about winning, being successful. So it's not only just this one World Cup in Qatar. Now at least 5 top players born to Ghanaian parents have committed their future to Ghana. Tariq Lamptey, Atletico Madrid's Iñaki Williams, and 3 German-born players, Ambrosius, Ransford, Yeboah, Konis, Dofa, and Patrick Pfeiffer, all switched allegiance to join Ghana. Southampton defender Mohamed Salisu belatedly joined after persuasion from the FA, and it has been concluded that it will be these teams or these players that will make it into Qatar 2020. In September, we will see them in action and really see how they will fit into Otto Addo's system ahead of the World Cup. We've heard from the communications director that September is the date we have gotten to prepare for the World Cup. After September, the next appointment we have is with the World Cup in November. Probably in October there will be some games, but according to the calendar, September we have the African Cup of Nations qualifiers double header with Angola and probably one friendly with a European team. So it will be the last chance we have to fine-tune the team ahead of the World Cup. So we'll see how that one goes on that front. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have released their new jerseys for the upcoming season. The Porcupines also will be traveling to Turkey for their pre-season. And with their coaching situation in the balance, no official announcement as to whether Prosper Nate has left the helm or not. It is being assumed that he is still in charge of the Porcupines. But we'll see what happens on that front in terms of what happens with their coaching. The CAF Champions League is going to start in August. And there will also be the CAF Confederations Cup for Accra Hearts of Oak. We'll see how Kotoko, after returning from their preseason in Turkey, will have games in the Super Clash game between the winners of the FA Cup and the winners of the Ghana Premier League. Champion and Champions clash. We'll see what happens in that game and their preparation for the season. But they've released their jersey and they are off to Turkey for preseason. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. Kamaldeen Sulemana to Newcastle. Otto Addo rejecting that tag to players being opportunistic. I feel they will improve the team, and that should be where the conversation ends. Also talking about Kotoko and development. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the week.